My focus in research is working on small particle systems called colloidal nanocrystals, and we look at them for lots of different applications in electronics and optics. How do you take advantage of these kinds of materials and devices, things that you can't achieve with necessarily other materials, like what makes them special that we could use to build them for particular applications, for example, our applications in agriculture. We are working on a project that we call Leaf Sense, and what we're designing are leaf sensors. They're sensors that can be distributed on plants over a large area. The sensors can be very small. They look relatively transparent. They're biodegradable, so you don't have to go back and get them in the field. And the sensors can be designed to measure different targets of interest: water, temperature, volatile organic compounds that teach us about the health or stress of plants. These sensors are colorimetric. They're highly reflective of a color, and their color changes in response to the target that we want to measure, and then we can measure those using camera technology.
Currently, the kinds of sensors that exist in the market are very expensive, so you don't have the high data density you need. A lot of the remote imaging of these sensors, they rely on visible indicators of plant stress. So like you see the plants drooping or leaves yellowing, and then you know the plant is stressed. We want to be able to measure these stressors at more of a plant level, even in like large fields. And for that, you need sensors that are extremely low cost, that don't have to rely on battery supplies or power.
You know, we have to think about adoption, right? How do we go all the way from making sure that these are scalable at the scale of fields? They're low in cost, right? So I said we think about them being sort of millipennies per sensor. How do we measure the targets that we're interested in measuring? And then how do we do it in a way that's commensurate with the practices of farmers so that it's useful and they would adopt the technology. Ultimately, we'll need partners who want and are excited about manufacturing these kinds of technologies. You know, we have partners who are in the ag space, and so we want to work with them as well to be able to think about positioning and deploying these technologies so they get used.